Dear chess friends, salam alaikum from Ain Rotana Hilly Hotel, where still continue Ain Classic Chess Open with prize fund $50,000 by prize fund. This Ain Open, I think, among top 10 chess open in the world. And now we are watching round 2 games between Indian player Vidit Santosh Gujarati, Grandmaster 2625, and Kyrgyzstan player Asyl Abdyjaper. Knight f3, knight f6, c4, b6, d4, b6, knight c3, bishop b4, e3, bishop b7. Here, for my opinion, better to play knight e4, not allow white to play line what happened in the game. And now white forced to play queen c2, bishop b7, and after bishop d3, bishop c3, bc3, f5. It's very known in chess theory position, but Kyrgyzstan player, he played, I don't know if he prepared, because he tried to play some very rare forced variation. Maybe he is trying to catch his opponent in opening, and we will see what happened. Bishop d3, knight d4, castle. Also, this is maybe how many years? Maybe near 60 years. This pawn sacrifice, taking pawn, is theory considering as very dangerous for black. But Kyrgyzstan player, he took on c3, b takes c3, knight takes c3, queen c2, bishop take f3. This is point of black's idea. And now if g, of course, g take f3, queen g5, king h1, queen h5, queen takes c3, leading to draw by perpetual check by queen g4, king h1, king f3. So black could be satisfied of his open preparation. King h1, queen h5, and now Vidit Santosh playing rook g1. This player, talented player, I remember him since I came to Kolkata, India 2001. He was 7 years old and he was coaching by Israeli Grandmaster Alon Greenfeld. So, and this time he was promising player, but maybe his height was like 80 centimeters or some very small boy, I remember. And this time was also played strong, and now he became big and good grandmaster with 2006-25, born 94. So it means he is not even, he can fight. Yes, he can, with such promising player, 20 years old, he has big future. And look what he played, rook g1, now queen f3, he 2 pawn down, rook g2, f5, also looks very deep preparation. So now queen c3, same, leading to draw by force, by perpetual check, queen f3, otherwise, okay, we can give peace, but also not help white. There is queen f2, so how many pawns? 3 now. And Santosh, he showed his big knowledge, he played bishop a3, all it was happened, knight e4, rook f1, with idea bishop e2, d5, so many ideas for bishop e2, queen h3, rook takes g7, white is 2 pawns down, and but position is very dangerous for black. First time it was happened in famous game Kaspersky Riga Candidates 1965. Future world champion Boris Spassky played rook g8, but after bishop e2, queen h3, f3, knight f6, d5. Keres, famous old Keres, he used power, strong power, his two bishop d5, e4, open all files and diagonals, c5, try to close at least one diagonal, bishop b2, increase tension on g7, f4, Boris Spassky trying to close position, e5, knight h5, king g1, very strong move, he preparing now rook f2 Keres and bishop f1, g6, rook g4, and now what, queen hasn't any move, bishop d3, rook g6 is handing, rook should go back, rook f2, and black here resign, position completely disappointed, and queen on h3 soon will lose. It's happened in Kaspersky near 50 years ago, exactly 49 years ago. Another moves trying to play against Vladimir Malanyuk, Ukrainian grandmaster, very strong in 90s, many times he played Russian championship, he was very respected player in ex-USSR, in Ukraine, but was not lucky, played not so many international tournaments, and he beat in this position Yuri Kuzubov, seeded number 2 in Align Open. So how chess history turned. Now in 2004 Malanyuk beat Kuzubov in this variation, now Kuzubov here number 2, and this variation again appearing in tournament practice. So what happened? Let's to see Malanyuk Kuzubov, also nice games, nice game. All we saw before, same ideas like Kaspersky, d5, how to use two bishops, it's very instructive game for young players. c5, now white bishop became very strong, knight takes c5, b takes c5, queen c5, rook d8, Kuzubov trying to defend by rook d7, rook take g7, very impressive knockout, tactical knockout idea, rook g1, and now Malanyuk mated his opponent. Yuri Kuzubov, now current Ukrainian champion, after queen f6, mate or losing queen, where is king e4, queen e6, and next move will be rook d1. Another Malanyuk game also I mentioned, but what happened also with Malanyuk after happened in our watching game knight c6, Vladimir Malanyuk, here he played careless bishop e2, allow his opponents to take on d4, and after knight d4, queen a3, black won this game because his compensation for 2 pawns after rook take g7 is not sufficient. So knight c6, Kyrgyz player played knight c6. It was only one Malanyuk game, and maybe Kyrgyz player, he has hope, so this is normal position, but let's to see how played Vidit Santosh Gujarati here. He played d5, main line, same as Keres, knight e5, bishop e2, queen h3, Santosh took on e6, and now problem if normal move, if natural take on e6, leading to worse, very bad position, king f7, f4, and queen coming on d7, otherwise c6, f4, also not promise easy life for black. Black looks losing here, so d5, knight e5, bishop e2, all by force, d take e6, d5 was novelty, but of course it's novelty, it's by many games what we saw before, Malanyuk and Keres. And now Kyrgyz player, he played a long castle, and Vidit Santosh, he has many good moves, but he chose here, he played f3, remove knight, knight was on f6, bishop b2, very concrete idea, didn't see, okay, knight c6 also looks bad, knight f6, knight c6 also dangerous due to c5, open all diagonals, bishop coming on a6, threat, take on b6, take threat on d7, so Kyrgyz player played d6, c5, open bishop, white square bishop, c5, here very difficult to give some advice for black. I check by computer, black played best move by computer, but not sufficient also. Black played here, in case of, for example, king b8, it's also black losing quickly, c take d6, c take d6, rook take g7, rook c8, queen a4, how to protect on a7, knight c6 cannot play because bishop take f6, so completely losing position for black. Knight d5, queen b3, again threat. Santosh playing like good boxer, so immediate making punches, making kick his opponent, putting knockdown now after queen b3. Knight e7, in case of c6 also, maybe also rook c1, and keeping all threats here. Knight e7, c take d6, c take d6, bishop e5, again consecutive forced move, d take e5, queen a3, now knight attacking, pawn on a7 attacking, rook c1 threat, queen take a7 threat, rook take g7, so Kyrgyz international master here resign because of, okay, let's see what if queen h4, easy queen a7, take, if knight c6, black can give check, and rook g7, mate coming very soon, and black resign here. So after two moves, it was game between Vidit Santosh Gujarati and Asyl Abdyjaper. So the rating difference was 250 points, and Santosh Gujarati, he played novelty, important novelty, d5 or move 16 instead of blunder played before bishop e2. So black resign. After 2 rounds we have 24 players with perfect score. In tournament playing 150 players, among 43 grandmasters, 9 women grandmasters. By number 1 by participating is India, 31 players, UAE 30 players, Azerbaijan sent 23 players, so many players from Iran, many players from Armenia, Georgia and Ukraine. So 24 players in the top. Tomorrow will be third round. Your commentator was Grandmaster Dmitry Komarov, and we wish you good luck, and we hope you will stay with us on round 3 and you will continue to watch Ain Open Classic from Ratana 5-star Hilly Hotel Ain. Thank you very much for attention.